So, you've already read the title, you know what this video is about. I really hate the live action remakes of Disney movies that have been coming out lately. So, I guess what really sparked me to make this video is the upcoming release of the Lion King remake. I think it's coming out next Friday. So the reviews came out today and they're not very positive. I think the movie is sitting at like a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes. I know it was a pretty low score. It's rotten, and everybody who I've seen review it so far, they've pretty much confirmed what my big fears were for this movie. It's just whenever I saw the trailers for this one, it just looked like a very soulless, lifeless cash grab without the same amount of passion that the original movie had. And the original movie is like one of the all-time greats as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's not only one of the best animated movies of all time, I think it's one of the best movies of all time. Like, it might be in my top 10 favorite movies. Okay, so I just looked at the Rotten Tomatoes and it's gone up 1%. It's now at 60%. So technically it's fresh, but just barely though. And there might still be more reviews come out. Some of them might be negative, some of them might be positive. Who knows? Disney's probably gonna, pay a bunch of critics to be positive. Like I saw John Campia, who I really don't like. He posted on Facebook, I think, that he like absolutely loved it, but like at this point that guy has no credibility anymore because he's constantly praising things that Disney makes, and it seems like he's been bought out by Disney and he just can't say anything negative about it, and I don't really trust his opinion anymore. I don't even know if he actually loved the movie or if he's just over exaggerating to sell people on it. I don't know. But anyway, so it seems like this year people have really started getting fed up the with the remakes, but I've never really been a big fan of them to begin with. So I think the first one was Maleficent, which I absolutely hated. I think that movie is awful. It's one of the stupidest, cringiest, and most cliche movies I've ever seen in my life. And I think it just totally ruined the character of Maleficent for me. And then let's see what came after that. Uh, Crap. What did come after that? I think it was Cinderella that came after that. So Cinderella, I just thought that was really boring. It seems like a lot of people like that, even the people who hate the remakes actually did like the Cinderella one, and I don't know, I guess to me it's not as bad as some of the other ones, but I don't know, I just thought it was boring. I think the animated one is a lot more entertaining. And then after that, I think it was the Jungle Book, and I liked the Jungle Book. I thought it was okay. I have some big problems with it. Not gonna go into them in this video because I want this to be a quick video. But so the Jungle Book remake wasn't that bad. I thought it was amazing visually. I thought it stuck to the source. It was kind of like a cool combination of the source material. It was like a combination of the book and the animated movie. I wouldn't necessarily watch it over the animated one, but I think it was a decent attempt at a remake of The Jungle Book. But then I think after that, it was, I think Pete's Dragon got a remake. I never actually saw that one. I know Beauty and the Beast got a remake, and that's the worst one, I think. But well, besides Maleficent, I think that's the worst one. I really hated the Beauty and the Beast remake. It was just so it was exactly like the animated one, but worse in every way. It was the acting wasn't as good, the singing wasn't as good. The story, the pacing was really, really bad, in my opinion. I feel like. And the movie was too long. It was like 2 hours. The original was an hour and a half. It did the animated one did everything that I felt it needed to do. All the scenes felt like they had purpose. I never felt like there was a scene that went on for too long or was too brief. It just felt like the movie had really good energy and never felt like there wasn't really like a terrible scene. Whereas I feel like this one, it added some scenes that were bad, and I think it ruined some scenes that were great. And I really thought that Emma Watson was just a terrible casting choice for Belle. I don't really have a problem with Emma Watson other than that movie. I hate that one. And then let's see. After that, I think it was Dumbo, which came out earlier this year, and I didn't see that one. I didn't hear good things about it. And then there was Aladdin. So Aladdin is really where I started hearing people get more critical about these movies, and it was mainly because of the Will Smith genie, the big creepy looking CGI blue Will Smith. It was definitely cringy. It looked a little bit better in the movie, but still was stupid. So I saw the Aladdin remake and I thought it was mediocre. It honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's still a shittier version of the animated one, just like how I feel about Beauty and the Beast. And I think Will Smith was okay. I think that the actress who they got for Jasmine was really good, and I like some of the things they did with her. But overall, I thought Jafar was absolutely awful. I thought that was terrible casting. He wasn't threatening in any way. He had this more high pitched voice, and the guy just did not emote like at all. He said every line in the same tone of voice with the same face expression. I think that might have been a problem with the casting director, the acting director, or whatever it is. So yeah, it was a mediocre movie. There were parts of it I thought were done well. There were other parts that I thought were just awful. I would probably give it like a 5 out of 10, which is like average for me. Um, but yeah, so then that brings us to The Lion King. Like I said, it's not getting good reviews. I just watched Jeremy John's review. I think he gave a very good review of it. He had very good arguments for why he doesn't like it, and he also pointed out a couple good things about it. But he still ultimately gave it a low rating. Says that it's a worse version of The Lion King. It feels soulless. It feels lifeless. Yada yada. And I just I don't see the point in these remakes. I mean, I do. They want to make a crap ton of money off of them, but like it sucks because all of the time and money that they put into these remakes, they could easily put those into new movies that could be really good, but they're not. They're just Disney's obviously out of ideas, and they a lot of the ones that they've remade are the ones that I think are close to perfect. I don't think any movie is perfect, but these movies that they're remaking, like Lion King and Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast, I think that those are pretty much as close to perfect as you can get. And they're basically just making worse versions of them. They're making versions that, have less interesting versions of the characters that are longer and more dragged out. And I'm just done with it. I don't think I'm gonna go see The Lion King, unless maybe I decide I want to do a review of it. But I really just don't want to support these movies anymore. I know they're probably gonna continue to make money. If I had to guess, I think The Lion King is probably gonna make $1 billion worldwide, just because it's The Lion King. Because not everyone pays attention to reviews, although the reviews might make it so that this movie will make less than it originally was, but it's still going to do great. They're still going to keep making them. The Little Mermaid remake sounds awful. They're making Ariel black now, which I don't have a problem with black people, obviously, but I do have a problem with them race bending her, and they're also changing the setting. so that it's like in the Caribbean. It's like at that point you might as well just make a different movie. Why even call it The Little Mermaid? And I might make a separate video about this. I have very mixed feelings about the Mulan remake. It looks like the trailer seemed okay. It's just my only problem with it is that the acting didn't really seem very convincing. It didn't seem like it had as much emotion as the animated one did, and it's supposedly they're not going to have Mushu or any singing in it, so that means that the best part of the movie either isn't going to be in it at all, or it's going to be toned down and it's going to be worse. And I'm talking about the "Make a Man Out of You" song. And I mean, really, that's all I wanted to say for now on it. I might make more videos about this topic in the future, but I really hate these movies, and I don't think I'm gonna go see any more of them. I've made it my goal to, I guess, not support movies that I don't really want to see, that I don't want to be made. And if you like these Disney live action remakes, that's great. I didn't really mention that at the beginning of the video because I felt like that was obvious. It's like if you like these movies, that's great, and you should continue to go see them. But it's just don't make me go see them because I don't want to. So anyway, that's all I want to say on this matter for now. Stupid Skull Studios signing out. Have a good day.